I wish to focus on the powers outlined in this bill that force banks to trawl through our private financial data, scanning for indicators of fraud and error, indicators that are not publicly disclosed, and flag those individuals to the government. These powers allow the Department for Work and Pensions to seize money directly from bank accounts without due process, suspend driving licences and even search properties and personal devices. These are not the hallmarks of a free and democratic society, but the tools of an Orwellian surveillance state. Let me be clear, we all agree that genuine fraudsters should be held to account, especially multimillionaire tax avoiders, organised criminal gangs and dodgy companies who exploited COVID funding. But the bill in its current form goes far beyond that. It subjects millions of innocent people, disabled individuals, carers, job seekers, pensioners and parents to unwarranted financial surveillance. It treats them as suspects by default simply because they receive state support. This is deeply unjust. The government already has extensive powers to investigate suspected fraud. Under existing legislation, it can access bank accounts where there is reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. But this bill removes the need for suspicion altogether. Put simply, this is mass surveillance. Madam Deputy Speaker, there are significant risks. We have already seen the devastating consequences of automated decision-making in the Post Office Horizon scandal, where faulty software led to hundreds of wrongful prosecutions. This bill risks repeating that injustice on an unprecedented scale, and we shouldn't have to wait for an ITV drama to expose that in the future. The DWP has already made mistakes in accusing benefit claimants of debt. As reported in The Big Issue, in July last year, a disabled woman had her disability benefit stopped and she was accused of owing the government £28,000, which the DWP later admitted was their mistake. A single mother was accused of a £12,000 debt when the DWP actually owed her money. Algorithm-driven financial surveillance will inevitably result in errors disproportionately affecting the most vulnerable in our society, the elderly, the disabled, and those already struggling to make ends meet. Even a 1% error rate in the AI system used by banks could lead to thousands of benefit recipients being wrongly flagged, unfairly investigated, and forced into lengthy appeals. Moreover, the government's own impact assessment suggests that these measures would recover just £146 million annually, less than 2% of the estimated annual loss to fraud and error. In contrast, £23 billion in benefits and support goes unclaimed each year, and £3 billion in claims are underpaid. Yet this bill does absolutely nothing to address those injustices or build a security system based on dignity and respect. Instead, it targets those who can least afford to be wrongly